What's up, YouTube? Today we're going to do something a little different and we're going to show you a small incubator setup. So previously we had our friend Danny help us build a PVC box, and in the back we have a hole drilled that we already pre-ran our wires for our fan and then our heat mat that's going to produce enough heat in here. That way we'll be able to control our temperature to see. For like Berber skinks, we're going to want to incubate around 86. Maybe we might do 85, but then for other species, you might do warmer, so you might need a bigger heat mat than this, depending on the size of the incubator also. We plan on insulating it, as you can see, so that will help keep heat in, whereas some are just PVC panels, or some people will do like fridges even, where they'll turn those into incubators. So we're going to attach our foam to the inside, and we're just going to staple it down, and that will attach it good enough for what we're doing. Part of the reason we chose this for insulation, we had it laying around. Same thing with the PVC. We was leftover scraps from other projects, so we didn't really have to spend much, which is always a good thing in life. If you could utilize stuff you have and reuse it, you have less waste from a financial standpoint, and just, a life standpoint. More goes in the garbage. Now we attach it to the door, and then we do some final trimming. We're not going to fully, completely insulate every square inch of the inside. We got it kind of loose in the back, and we're going to kind of let that allow some air in and out, but not too much. Mainly just enough for some oxygen exchange. And the fan will also help move some air around as well. Now we're going to trim it up. Now for the probe, I've seen people do it where they'll hang it and do it kind of ambient. I'm going to mount it on the back above the heat mat a couple inches, and then we'll just have to regulate. We're going to side, we'll put a thermometer hydrometer so we could figure out the ambient, and we'll set our thermostat accordingly to adjust to, aim for that 85 degrees and try to make sure it stays steady. And then we'll, even later on, Before eggs are laid, we'll even do like an ambient check with the tubs we plan on using to make sure everything goes smooth. That way, hopefully the eggs hatch this year. I'm going to mount it to the back away from the fan. That way the fan's not blowing on it, kind of messing it up also. So the 3-inch heat mat was not getting the incubator warm enough, so we had to go with the 10 by 20 inch. So what we're going to do, position that in the back and tape that up with aluminum foil tape. You can also use, heat cable, which I'm not the biggest fan of. You could also use heat tape, which a lot of people will use. It actually gets warmer than some of these heat mats. And with those, you also got to use a thermostat. Now that we got it all taped up to the back, we're going to close it up and power it on and make sure it gets up to 85 Fahrenheit. We're also going to put our sensors in, that one and this one. This one's one you can visually see the temperature and humidity, and then this one you don't. Both you can send to your phone, and it's through the Govee app. Now we'll be right back. Now you can see we got it all finished up. We'll show you how we got the mounted thermostat on the side. Now, the inside temp and your thermostat are going to be different depending on where you put your probe. Our probe's right on the thermostat, so that's going to read what the thermostat's at. But you can see inside it's a little cooler. We're still lowering it slightly, but as you can see, we got the heat mat all taped up. You can't really see the probe, but it's behind it attached. But I hope you guys enjoy this. As you can see, it took a little fine tuning to get it all finished up in the end. But now it's a working function incubator for the Berber skink eggs. I hope you guys enjoy. Please like and subscribe.